Fight World, what up? It's the Kid Ego, man. We back. But you already know that. Yes. We working. What's up? What's good? What up? We back with some recapping. We gonna recap this. Hold on. Let me get situated. I'm trying to get comfortable so we can talk this good old boxing. The vibe so far is good. I'm kind of pissed off though. I switched cameras and I made the mistake because it was in the camera I was using before. It was in the same series, but the audio is different. So I got footage of De La Hoya, Broner. I got some real good stuff with Joey Spencer and his brother, Mikhail. And it's damn near not usable because the audio came out super distorted. And that's the thing, if you know anything about video editing, you got to capture the audio good because there's not really a way to reverse it. For some reason, the same mic I was using, it was making the whole thing peak. So everything's like distorted. So I'm fucking pissed. I got wasted 14 minutes talking to Broner. Couple talking to De La Hoya. And then that Joey Spencer stuff was good. I'm real pissed that didn't come out, and I don't think there's a way to recover it. Yeah, it's not quite as late as it is for you guys. For me, it's only right here. It's only 9:55. But you guys are in different time zones. Next, someone said, "What does it say?" Yeah, I didn't even notice. Nobody had said anything about the sound or whatever, so I kept doing it the same way, and I never even looked at it, and then it was all fucked up. I'm pissed because, like I said, I could have just used my old camera and it would have captured the sound the regular way. But you live and you learn. Now I got to figure out before. I'm probably not going to the event tomorrow because it's just the undercard weigh-in. The undercard press conference. And to me, the undercard's not really. It's not like it's stacked. You know what I'm saying? It's not really. Shout out to Nicola Adams and Marlon Esparza. I was in Sean Porter's gym today with them, the Spencer family. They were all training. They're fighting on the card. Shout out to them. But I don't even know if they're going to the undercard stuff. So I'm probably not going to go. Because like I said, who's on the undercard? Joseph Jojo Diaz, his fight. His opponent pulled out, hurt his back. I broke my back. It's spinal. You know what I'm saying? So he's not even fighting who he was supposed to fight. Yeah, man. I'm enjoying myself, though. Y'all ready for this roll call? If you're new to the channel, what I like to do is Boxingego roll call. Y'all know the routine. Let me know where you guys are from, cities, states. Right now, I'm in LV, Las Vegas. We working. Boxingego roll call. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Rancho Cucamonga, Northwest Baltimore, BK, Lancaster, Richmond, Chicago, Los Angeles, Seattle, Mississippi, Miami, Phoenix, El Paso, Eckhart, Indiana, Inglewood, always up to no good in New Jersey, even Hollywood trying to get a piece, baby. New York, Baton Rouge, Oakland, Dallas, Texas, Baltimore, we in here. New Jersey, Waterford, Tally, I guess that's Tallahassee. Man, we working. We credentialed up. Young credential. Don't even call me Ego, just call me Young Credential, man. That's what we do. I was born ready. Hell no, guys, credential. You know what I'm saying? Call me Young Credential, man. I ain't even eager anymore. I need them credentials to unlock my full potential. All right, that's good with the roll call. What's good, man? Yeah, today was good. I just left the Porter gym. Yo, listen to this. Y'all wonder, am I gonna? You must be new, Miguel. Are you making an official prediction video? You must be new. Cause I've already dropped that. 7 reasons, man. But peruse the channel a little bit. 7 reasons already up. My prediction's already up. Young Credential already did his prediction. But yeah, I had a good day. Listen, Sean Porter, his he wasn't there today. He was at church. But I was talking to his dad. Shout out to Kenny Porter. Very hospital. I'm probably gonna be working with him on Sunday. But shout out to Kenny. Listen, that Porter gym was so fucking hot. It was hot, man. Like I'm filming and I'm sweating like the fighters working out. But I mean, don't get it twisted when I be filming, because what I was filming was different. It wasn't just like an interview. I was filming like action shots and training montages, so I'd be finagling and squatting and shit. But it was hot as fuck in that gym. Super hot. So when Sean Porter is fighting people and Keith Thurman hit him with some hard shit, and Sean Porter just keeps trucking and keeps coming forward, I guarantee you part of that is because of where he lives and where he trains. Because this desert is hot and his gym is hot. So I can like I said, I'm filming and I'm sweating pretty bad, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine if he's sparring 10, 12 rounds in that. It was hot. And I've been in Ward's gym. Ward's gym feels like nothing. You know what I mean? Actually, Ward's gym can get hot, and sometimes Ward being the beast that he is, Ward will turn on the heat. He did that at his media day. He turned the heat on. You know what I'm saying? So, but Porter's gym, there just is no AC. He didn't turn anything on. It was just hot. You know what I mean? I've been to Mayweather's gym. It's pretty hot. Mayweather likes it hot. So, shout out to them fighters, man, because they train under some crazy circumstances. That old school training, and it'll help you cut weight. I feel like I lost weight fucking around with the Porter gym, the Porter way. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hop on the scale. That shit was hot. It was hot. But yeah, if you need to cut some weight, call the Porters. See if you can go to. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep saying gym. Kenny gets mad when you say gym. Performance center, high performance center. He's like, I don't run a gym. I don't have a gym. But performance, the Porter Performance Center, man. So shout out to them. Yeah, you definitely shed some poundage in there. But I got some good shots. I'm just pissed that I interviewed Broner and I was asking good questions, you know, usual, young credential. Y'all know how I do. And all the audio is fucked up. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to think if I didn't even use the mic that I had, it might have even came out better. You know what I mean? Because it would have been I don't know what the fuck happened, but whatever. HPC, what is that? Oh, high performance. Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me? Broner has issues. Why y'all say that? Can you guys hear the stream? Someone said it's lagging. I don't know how long the live is going to be. I don't really like, you know what I mean? I go with the flow. Like, if we don't get the credit, I mean, see, I'm young credential. If we don't get the likes up, I'm not going to be live streaming long because I always got stuff to do. And like I said, I just set the time aside throughout the day trying to live with y'all. But if the engagement's not there and the likes are there, then I'm assuming that you guys aren't really engaged and not really feeling it. So if you, the routine doesn't change. Smash the like button. The longer, usually, I mean, it's simple business. If there's a lot of people in the stream and or a lot of engagement comment, we always get good comments, but if the likes are there, then I stay longer because there's a need for me to stay longer. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna cut it off if it's popping in the chat. The chat room is just lit. You know what I mean? But if I see I've been on for an hour, I've only been on 10 minutes. We got 54 likes, so I guess that's solid. But I'm trying to get to 100 likes in the first 15, 20 minutes, to be honest. You know what I mean? But if the engagement isn't there, then I go into what else I have to do. Hit that like button. Because like I said, I mean, with or without the live streams and super chats, I get paid either way, so I don't have to live stream as much. And actually, it takes away from some other stuff that I should be doing. Like I just filmed all this stuff with Joey Spencer. I was trying to look over the footage. You see 78 likes? I don't see 78. Y'all, you got that iPhone X or something that face recognition lets you see into the future. I don't see no 78 likes. Who said something about Money Pal? I think he has a fight coming up. $84 likes. Like I said, you guys must have the new iPhone X, because I don't see 84 likes. It says 72. Yes. You're looking at the people in the chat. But anyway, Money Pal the third's in the chat. What's the username? Shout out to Money Pal. Big things coming out of Alabama. Yes, I've seen Regis Progress. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's looking like a beast. And you know what I mean? He could be one of the guys. Even though he has power and he's a beast and he just knocked out Diaz, I think his name is. I think Terrence Crawford probably would have beat him, just more experience and great fighter. But now that Crawford's moving up to welterweight, it's interesting because Crawford already vacated, if I'm not mistaken, his IBF belt. So realistically, 140 is for the taking. If Mikey Garcia wants to move up, that's a good fight. Regis versus Mikey Garcia. If he's moving up, if he's trying to move up to 154 for Cotto, then maybe making 35 is hard. Because why would you move up to? I know Cotto's a big name, but that don't make sense to me. So he might be looking to get out of lightweight. Crawford versus Kell Brook. Nah, I'm not trying to see that. Listen, the way Ego, your Instagram is popping. Yeah, man, we have a good time over there. We got like 70,000 plus followers. I told you, this is not a game. This is not a hobby anymore. This is a movement. You guys see, I told you. Rest in peace to Tupac. I believe he died today. So it's like the anniversary of his death. But like Tupac said, I'm a businessman. You know that because you see me at my places of business. You know what I'm saying? It's not a hobby. I don't just get on here and bump my gums. I'm really trying to give back to the boxing game, give my insight, talk to fighters. And see, I really be in the gym. See, like Dan Rayfield and stuff, I seen him today, but I was in Porter's gym, and it was like basically like damn near being a fighter because I'm sweating like them and I'm moving around, crouching. I was out there working. I was working with him. So, like I said, I want a lot of these people, armchair people who can write articles like Dan Rayfield. Like I said, go to the Porter gym. If I was sweating, I know he would be sweating for sure. You know what I mean? Anybody could just work with the corporation, get some information sent to them, or have a contact, and then write an article about it. I'll be, like I said, I'm like Visa, everywhere you want to be. I try to get in the gyms with the fighters. Like I said, I was at Ward's in his gym watching him train for 3 hours. Crazy. These fighters, what they do is crazy. It's phenomenal. And you wonder why the elite guys, they're very, very hard to beat because they're training like no other. The average person would have been gave up. But Kell Brook, I'm an old school person. He just got his second eye sock broken or whatever. So when he was fighting them JoJo Dans and Frankie Gavin, Kevin Bezier, he needs to go back to maybe a step above that. Like even like a Brandon Rios. He was supposed to fight Brandon Rios. His style would favor Brandon Rios, but Brandon Rios ain't a slouch. He's managing his weight better. Now he's back with Robert Garcia. You know what I mean? Make that fight. Again, stylistically, the fight favors Kell Brook. Rios has been pretty inactive, but Rios, like I said, he's not going to be a complete pushover. I think the fight can sell. I think he should do like he did maybe against Porter, come to the States, fighting Rios or something like that. But I don't want to see him in there with Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford is really like upper echelon. Even though he hasn't competed at welterweight, he's upper echelon. I mean, if you become undisputed in your previous division, then even though you're moving to a stacked new division like welterweight, you're still bringing a lot to the table. So again, Kell Brook has to bounce back. I'm not trying to see him in there with Terrence Crawford right away. Because I mean, what if Crawford beats him? What if Crawford stops him? Kell Brook's career is like really over. You can't take 3 stoppage losses by those premier names: Golovkin, Spence, and then Crawford. So I'm not just saying this as a fan of what I think. I'm saying this if I was like Dominique Ingle or Kell Brook's team. Those aren't the fight. Cotto, Kell Brook? No. Cotto looked like he has enough in the tank. He said he's retiring this year, but he looked like he had enough in the tank where that wouldn't be a good fight. We don't even know what Kell Brook looks like at 54. And like I said, he's coming off having both eye sockets. Listen, if Kell Brook doesn't want to get chocolate-titoed, and I'm not saying that like trying to say it in a bad way, but I'm just saying like you gotta chill. You gotta listen, people in boxing, this is how I feel. People in boxing, right? Fans, we're not the ones getting punched in the face. So it's easy for us to say, Wilder should have fought Klitschko, or you know what I'm saying? But there's a business side and there's also a practical side. And like I said, Joshua, people like that, Eddie Hearn knew what he was doing. He didn't just put him in there with Klitschko after he beat Charles Martin, because he probably Joshua had a couple title defenses and a tough fight with Dillian White, and then he finally fought Klitschko after. So imagine if he would have beat Charles Martin and immediately faced Klitschko. Klitschko already gave him hell with title defenses. So to me, he probably wouldn't have been ready for Klitschko at that time. So you really got to build your fighter. And the same applies for if you take a bad L, like Amir Khan. He got knocked out with a single punch by Canelo. And he's been on a long layoff coming off of surgery. So why would he just jump in there with a do-or-die fight like Kell Brook because they have bad blood? That'll be a bad thing for either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So don't fight Errol Spence or Keith Thurman, because those are like that's not realistic. You know what I mean? All y'all want to say, oh, cherry picking, but that's not realistic. You know what I mean? If you take an L, especially a stoppage one, you got to be realistic. Now that the world knows Chocolatito is not number 1 pound for pound like HBO was saying, I wouldn't expect him to fight Rung Vasai a third time right away. If he wants to get some tune-ups or drop back down to 112, I don't even know if he can make 112, but if he wants to take like a softer touch, then that makes sense. You know what I mean? But if he fights Rung Vasai, that's just too much pressure. Rung Vasai already beat you twice, so if you fight him next, then you're really going to be over. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't have the confidence. You're not going in there as confident. You know what I'm saying? That's like Canelo losing to Mayweather in his very next fight fighting Golovkin. Some people still don't give Canelo a chance to beat Golovkin. So imagine when his confidence was shattered because he took his first pro loss since age 15. You guys got to be realistic. You know what I mean? I understand the cherry picking and we want to see best fights, but y'all, like I say, y'all should start getting in the gyms and being around these fighters. And I'm not an advocate for the business side where I don't want to see good fights. I definitely want to see good fights, but for all y'all yelling Kell Brook needs to fight Cotto and stuff, it's just like I said. Why did Cotto fight Kama? Cotto gets to fight Kama guy off of a long layoff and a Canelo loss, but Kell Brook after 2 back-to-back stoppages against like pressure fighting punchers, he got to go immediately fight Cotto. That just doesn't make sense. You got to get your confidence back, ring rust if you've been out of the ring, see how you feel at the new weight and stuff like that. Ego, what up? I don't think Cotto trying to fight Charlo. I think Cotto, if he's going to take a risk, he's going to take it on someone that's going to make him a lot of money, because he already said he's done after December. So he might take a risk and fight maybe the Canelo Triple G winner, but especially if it's Triple G, I don't see that. If it's a Canelo rematch, maybe. But Canelo said he's not really trying to fight Cotto. I could see him fighting like a David Lemieux, Mikey Garcia, which they can pose some threats and risk, but he'll get decent money. Jermell Charlo, I don't think will give him the same money as David Lemieux. You know what I mean? Those are two Golden Boy in-house. Golden Boy, I think, would do a good job marketing that style of fight. So I think he would more. If you fight David Lemieux, there's a risk of getting knocked out because he has a phenomenal punch, but he would also be making more money. But if you fought Jermell Charlo, you'd be making less money, and it'd be a huge risk. Cotto too big for Mikey. Hey, but Mikey's saying he wants it. He's undefeated. Oh. Do I think Triple G knocks out Canelo? But I did a 7 reasons fight prediction, and I picked Canelo to win the decision. No, you got to stay in tune with the channel because I already did my fight prediction. So no. Andre Ward versus Badu Jack. That's solid. I'm not, but like Ward's in that echelon. Shout out to Latin Mayweather Cardoso Perez, $20. Wow. I told you I like them yellow and them orange super chats. Do the shmoney dance. Everybody do the shmoney dance. We just got a $20 one. This is a late night impromptu stream. Shout out to the super chat. $20. Boom. 2-0. Deuces. That dub. And it says ego. Please tell me why people still believe Abel like he didn't just lie in our face, kill, didn't retire. Why do people have faith in this fool? They speak like he never lied before. Like I told you. So, look, he said, I don't know. I was there, with the interview. I don't know why he said Kell Brook was retired. To my knowledge, Kell Brook is probably going to come back in December. I don't know who he's going to fight. So I don't know why Abel said that. But, realistically, this is how it works to me. When the trainer is already vocal, like a vocal trainer, and they get like a very popular fighter, it's like they're almost a promoter at that point. Because Abel, Freddie Roach, it's the same thing. Like Freddie Roach would be like, I'm betting both of my houses that Cotto knocks out Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So, at that point, when you, like I said, you got that really popular fighter, I think some of the trainers, they just speak their mind, say whatever. You know what I mean? And like they just say how they feel at the time or something. I don't know. I'm not a trainer, so I can't really speak. But that's what I've noticed. Like Freddie Roach got Pacquiao. Like literally, Pacquiao started to decline, but he was still Freddie Roach will still pick Pacquiao to win by stopping. I'm like, okay, Pacquiao versus Bradley 3. Oh, he's gonna stop him. Pacquiao Marquez. Oh, he's gonna stop him. Right hand, round 8. Like, oh, what about Pacquiao Vargas? He's gonna stop. He's not stopping any of these dudes. He's been picking stoppage since before Chris Algieri. Pacquiao ain't stopped nobody since 2009. He may hurt you, but he ain't stopped nobody. But hey, Freddie Roach still keeps saying that. He still keeps leaning towards Pacquiao stopping. So, like, listen, he ain't stopped no one since 2009. Mayweather hasn't had a stoppage for a while until he fought a guy who wasn't a boxer in Conor McGregor. So, you guys got to understand that. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We're triple digits in terms of viewers, but we're not triple digits in terms of likes. Smash that like button. If you're enjoying this late night stream, I haven't ate dinner. Like I said, I was in the Porter Gym, and it was super hot in there. What about Monroe or Billy Joe Saunders? Talk about that. What do you want me to talk about? It's a solid fight, but it's like Cotto Kamagai. Oh, excuse me. It's like Cotto Kamagai, but more meaningful. You know what I mean? Because it's a championship fight with a champion defending instead of a vacant belt. But it's also like Cotto Kamagai in the sense of there's a super fight the same night, a big fight. So it's being overshadowed. I haven't thought too much about it. I don't know. I think Billy Joe Saunders has a chance. I think Willie Monroe has a chance. Billy Joe Saunders, he didn't look good in this last fight when he fought that Wolverine look-alike. He didn't look good to me. So, Saunders. St. Cruising, you sound casual. Saunders beats Monroe, who can't punch. Y'all all say the cliche stuff. He can't punch. He can't crack an egg. He wouldn't bust a grape. Boxing is not just about that. because Gabe Rosado probably hits harder than Willie Monroe, and Willie Monroe won convincingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, this is crazy, man. Like, I don't know what HBO done to y'all. It's not just about power. Lomachenko don't have that much power, but he's beating guys. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, and I don't care what. Listen, I know boxing, and some people are going to say Lomachenko low, but he only has 10 fights and he has 6 or 7 stoppages. It's true, but again, you guys are like box rec fans, where you just look at some stats and CompuBox. That doesn't that that type of stuff doesn't really work in the real boxing world. Like, if I ask Paulie Malignaggi to break down Canelo Triple G, he's not going to break down the stuff you guys break down. You know what I mean? He's not going to be like, oh, but Triple G, his plus minus is this, and his CompuBox is rated number. That's what, like, basic stuff they tell you. Now, some of those metrics mean something, but CompuBox is somebody that's not how you judge a fight. Like I said, I can look at Lomachenko, his resume, and look at just the box rec aspect of it and be like, oh, wow, he has a lot of knockouts. He's a huge puncher. But he's not. I mean, listen, if you're a huge puncher, you're not going to have to throw 50,000 punches per round to stop your guy. It just doesn't happen. Like, put it this way. We know Sergey Kovalev was known for power when he was undefeated, right? So imagine if Kovalev had Lomachenko style. The people would be brain dead. You know what I'm saying? If they were even standing up to that, it simply wouldn't happen. You can't. Lomachenko's busy in there. You know what I mean? If you were hitting as hard as Kovalev in your respective division, you would not still be standing. And if you were, you'd probably be brain dead. Because the reason I know is because Kovalev can hit you with singles and guys act crazy. Like, oh, man, you know what I mean? It just wouldn't happen. I mean, even Rigondeaux, his opponent, Jazza Dickens or whatever, was pretty busy, and Rigondeaux threw very few punches and broke his jaw within the second round. So to me, that tells me something, that you can only throw 10 punches in a round and break somebody's jaw versus Lomachenko threw 110 punches in a round or whatever, 80, and the guy's still standing there. Another thing is Lomachenko, when he's TKOing guys, it's like they lack experience. They can't do nothing with him. As a result, they just kind of like they get broken down, and you know what I mean. Their corner sees no reason for it to continue. Nicholas Walters flat out quit. You know what I mean. I think he could have continued, but his heart wasn't in it. So it's still a way to beat somebody, but I'm just talking about the power. That's all you guys seem to care about. Power, power, power. It doesn't work like that. Skill, technique. Rigondeaux does have power, but he also has skill. That's why he can throw singles that are precise with precision and accuracy. Rigo has power, but Loma will outbox him. Like I said, sign the contract. Let's see it. Monroe boxes well, tricky style. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Billy Joe Saunders, that's a compelling fight. Billy Joe looks like he's in shape. I seen him screaming in interviews and like, "We're ready now. We're ready now." That's cool, but that's not gonna win you the fight. Like I said, Billy Joe Saunders kind of had no choice but to get in shape because he didn't look good in his last fight. So he doesn't want to have another performance. So props to him for trying to correct that. What did I think about the final face-off? Um, Pretty much the same old. I'm more concerned with the weigh-in face-off. I want to see how that's looking like. You know what I mean? That's really of interest to me. But aside from that, the thing that was interesting to me is in the early, like the press tour build-ups and stuff like that. The press tour build-ups, Golovkin looked noticeably taller, but at today's face-off, they look pretty even. And it's weird how these Klitschko and Joshua. 1 minute Klitschko will look way taller than Joshua, and then the other minute they're like eye and eye. That's weird. Look, like that's weird to me. Like Golovkin didn't look that much bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? But in some of the press conferences, it looked like Golovkin was way taller. I don't know if he had platform shoes. I didn't recall seeing. I mean, Golovkin might have had flatter shoes. I mean, I don't know, but they look pretty even. But see, another thing is when you fight in boxing shoes, those are flatter too. So I don't know. I just thought Golovkin had more of a height advantage. Shout out to David Cruz. He just donated a $5 super chat to the movement. Um, yeah, that I mean, really, that's the thing that stood out. I was like, what? How did? Why do they look the same size? Because I'm telling you, man, in the other clips, excuse me, Golovkin looked way taller to me. New media, man. Wow. See, Golovkin looked noticeably taller in this one. So I don't know. Maybe it's not as much of an advantage as I thought he had in the height department. um, that was my real observation. I mean, that's the first thing I noticed, like that they look. Here's another older one of the older. See, look at like Canelo's chin is under his chin. Like he looked way bigger to me at the beginning of it. But then today, hold on, you guys keep this in mind. Hold on, let me hold it still. This is the first. This is like earlier in the press tour. I mean, you still like it looks like Golovkin's looking down on him. You know what I mean? That trajectory. And then this was today. So I was like, what the hell? It looks like they're kind of pretty close. Am I tripping or you guys see that? I don't know. That's just what it looked like to me. That's really what stood out. I just thought Golovkin was way taller. Like like when Golovkin stood next to Curtis Stevens and David Lemieux, he was like super tall. I thought it was like that, more of that. So I was like, man. So if Golovkin is not that much taller than him, that makes it very interesting. Yeah, but did Canelo have like high heels on? What do you mean? It's the shoes. Shout out to Hallam Future $5 super chat. We working. Canelo was wearing some weird pants too. His shirt was dope, but his pants were kind of weird. $5 super chat, Howlin' Future, Shmoney Dance. Shout out to New Media and Ego for covering this fight. Canelo body shot KO, 8th round, around a minute and 48 seconds. Damn, he gave you the minute. Damn, he gave you the minute that it was going to happen. I like that, though. Well, yeah, I mean, I actually seen Floyd. He has some, like, them double-decker bust-looking shoes. So I seen him wear some tall shoes. But today I was at the press con. I don't know. I didn't remember Canelo. Yeah, he had them capris on. Exactly. I don't know. I seen that, but I don't remember his shoes being like lifted. So yeah, I know shoes matter, but okay. So whose shoe is it? Is it Golovkin's shoes are flatter, so it's making him more in line with Canelo? Or is he wearing tall shoes at the beginning, or is Canelo wearing tall shoes? You know what I mean? And see, people are just gonna guess based on who they like. It's Canelo. He did it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know who was wearing what shoes to make it look like that at the beginning of the press conference. Was Golovkin wearing lifted shoes, like higher shoes that made you know what I mean that raised how tall he was? And then now they're wearing like similar shoes. You know what I mean? I don't know, but all that shoe stuff doesn't matter ultimately. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what it is. Man, I had a long conversation. I'm so mad, man. That Joey Spencer interview was real good. It was like real good stuff, and the audio was just so distorted. But both guys look pretty calm to me. You know, I will say Golovkin to me, this is just my opinion, Golovkin to me seemed a little bit, I don't want to say nervous because I don't want to freak nobody out, but he seemed a little bit slightly different. Like the magnitude of this fight, like he realizes this is a bigger moment. You know what I mean? It could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I'm just saying because I remember when I was literally there. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the press conference, MGM, and when he went up to the press conference, I've never seen him that short of words. Canelo really doesn't speak anyway, right? But he was just like, "Hey, I'm not no talking." You know what I mean? And he got off real quick, and he just seemed like it was just, I don't know. It's just maybe a feeling, like I said, from being there. He just seemed like very like straight to the point, even more so than normal. Like I've watched his Danny Jacobs. Like he was like, hey, had all this big test for me. Danny Jacobs, he's good. You know what I'm saying? He's just a little bit more animated in general. But then with this, I mean, I don't know. But that, like I said, I'm not trying to read too far into it. It could come from multiple things. It could be because he hates Canelo and he just wants to get that work in. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I know. Like I said, I can't really explain it. It's kind of like a feeling, but he just seemed like just like super short. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Shout out to Ego. Shout out to the boxing fans. I'm having fun in Vegas. Bear with me, I said. Y'all don't want to bear with me? Okay. I had to pull it up so you guys can see. I don't know.
A very strong team behind them. So with that, I'd like to bring up the IBO, the IBF, WBA, and WBC undefeated middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
Thank you, Bob. Good afternoon, everybody. Really, I'm very happy to see everybody in Vegas. First of all, I want to say thanks to promotions. It's a great job, amazing job. Golden Boy, Triple G Promotions. I want to thank thanks to sponsor who support me, who support this event, to partners. Of course, to HBO pay-per-view. This huge time of boxing. I don't want to talk so much, I'm ready. I respect Canelo's team. I know this is the biggest day for us. Not for us, for boxing. For this area. Final. Please welcome September 16th to Mobile Arena. This huge history fight. I see you September 16th. Thank you, man.
See, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's how he's breathing or what. He just like, he just kept taking like sighs and breath. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I try not to read too far into that because no matter all that shit, because to me, Conor McGregor, when he was coming out versus Floyd, he looked nervous as fuck, but he did good for those first 3 rounds. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you shake stuff like that. To me, I don't know. Like I said, it could be just the fact that he knows he's in a big fight. It could be that he's just like, finally, I got this dude. I mean, he literally said that. He said, finally, like, I finally got this dude. So maybe it's a situation like that. It just seemed different, whatever for whatever reason. See, that's the thing. I can make observations, but I don't try to overly speculate. I don't know why he seemed different, but to me, he seemed different. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, oh, he's struggling to make weight. I'm not going to just make up something. I don't know. But he, to me, seemed different. And this is coming from someone who covers boxing. I was at the Golovkin-Jacobs fight. You know what I'm saying? He just seemed more animated in those. I don't know. For whatever reason. Ego, you seen them in person. Do you really like middleweights? Do they really look like middleweights in person? I don't know, man. I mean, I sound like Mike Tyson. He was like, after he did that post-fight rant. He's like, I don't know, man. Why? Mike Tyson was hella rude to Jim Gray. I don't know. It's hard telling because they're on stage and then the security rushed them off real quick. So you won't really find anyone that I seen get an interview like immediately after that. You know what I mean? After the press conference, because they kind of just shot them out the doors, the opposite doors. All these dudes are little to me for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say because I'm a pretty big dude, and like they were on stage, and then they just went through some back exit. So it's hard to tell. Like just from the eye test, Jamal Charlo, Daniel Jacobs are bigger than them. Like, you know what I mean? Their frame, they seem bigger. Like, you know what I mean? I just seen the Charlos at Mayweather McGregor fight week. I was at both of their last fights on the Bona Garcia card and then also on the Berto Porter card. And they, you know what I mean? They look bigger to me. Like Jamal looks definitely bigger than Canelo or Golovkin, just in general. And same with Danny Jacobs. Ego, why do you block people, you faggot? Well, step right up. Block L. Box Time 848 can no longer be with us. I mean, I don't know what he was expecting. Everybody throw your L's up. Rest in peace, he out the chat. Why do you block people? He said, Ego, why do you block people, you faggot? You're getting blocked now again. But again, you asked for that. You asked for that coffin, so I just deliver. You know what I mean? I'm like UPS. I just deliver. Like, I don't, you notice I was perfectly fine talking about Canelo Golovkin, sizing them up, press conference, tell you guys about Vegas, and you just randomly did that. So obviously you want to get blocked from all your profiles. And see, I tell y'all, man, not only with boxing and the journalists and media and stuff like that, look at the before and after, but also look at these crazy ass fans. If I blocked you once, why would you come back talking crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even come back onto my stream? You hate me. You got blocked. You know what I'm saying? Why come on under another name? It's just this weird. Like, you guys won't give it up. Don't hate and you won't get blocked. Exactly. It's very simple. I never start any of this. I will finish it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have time for that. There will always be trolls and there will always be a block button. So we got the perfect pesticide for the roaches. I'll just spray it on you and then we keep it pushing. Now you out there, we in the stream, we getting triple digits in the people in the stream and the amount of likes, and then we just keep talking boxing. So, you know what I mean? If you don't know how to act accordingly as a man, woman, boy, girl, whatever you are, dog, then you get the boot. Very simple. There will always be a block button. Someone said there'll always be trolls. There'll always be a block button. YouTube ain't removing that feature. Why'd you block me? Block L. That's why. You know how they say don't answer a question with a question. You asked to get blocked. I answer why did I get blocked with a block? That's how I do it. Moving on. Ego, I think Jacobs boxes the hell out of Canelo. What do you think? Listen, Daniel Jacobs or Jamal Charlo are the most difficult fights for Golovkin or Canelo in the division. Their frame, their length, their jab, their ability. Like, I would say I've seen Jacobs get on his toes more, but Charlo, maybe he has that in his arsenal, but he damn sure has a good jab and he uses it. And I mean, he knocked the dude out. He set up the knockout with the vicious counter uppercut. That takes a level of boxing intuition, timing, stuff like that. Omar Mercado, $2 super chat, Shmoney Dance. This is a late night stream, and the Shmoney Dance, the super chats still keep coming in because we real boxing fans and we're just trying to talk this boxing. You know, we got to block a couple people, a couple loose ends. Blocked 4 times. Yeah, I mean, they just keep like zombies. You know, they just keep coming back. Why don't you go to one of these other YouTubes that say the exact opposite of what I say? You hate me, you hate my message, you hate how I film, you hate everything, you know what I mean? I'm already blocking you. Why even deal with that? Who wants to deal with that? Who just wakes up like, hey, I want to get rejected today. I want to get blocked. Wow, someone said he had the Robert Patrick T1000 self-regeneration. They got that liquid metal after the block. I know this hurts, Sarah. Call to John. Call to John, Sarah. Hell no. How's Wolfie? Y'all don't know about the Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Rookies. I'm not talking about Chris Eubank until he fights somebody. I mean, I'm gonna keep it as blunt as possible. The man's in shape. He comes from a fight family. His dad was a legend. I'm not talking about him until he signs up to fight someone. Billy Joe Saunders, Monroe winner, Triple G, James DeGale, Badu Jack, Peter Clone. You know what I mean? Fight somebody. I don't know. I really don't. Like, it's a lot of the British fighters, too. I'm not trying to single them out, but Billy Joe Saunders, Chris Eubank, and all this. Like, Tyson Fury. Like, I just got to see them fight. So Tyson Fury was allegedly training, getting in shape. Then out of nowhere, he said he's retiring. Then he's, you know what I'm saying, he's training and saying, oh, I could beat Anthony Joshua with one hand. But not at 330 pounds or 375, you can't. You maybe, if you're in shape, you might be able to beat Joshua. I don't know. But then he retires. Then he says, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? And Billy Joe Saunders, for y'all that don't know, he's actually related to Tyson Fury. They're cousins. But, I mean, Chris Eubank, Billy Joe, Tyson Fury, I kind of lump them all into the same group. Good fighters, but let me see you fight somebody. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford just killed a whole village, and that village was a 140-pound division. So it's like, put it this way: name the best name that Billy Joe. What's a better win than Billy Joe Saunders versus Chris Eubank Jr. that he's had since? Andy Lee. You know what I mean, who's the next best win? Andy Lee been stopped by Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. So to me, him, Adonis Stevens, all put all of them in the same boat. Show me something. Adonis, I don't. Badu Jack keeps screaming your name. I'm in Vegas. I might try to contact Badu Jack. You know what I mean? So I just want to see these good fights. I just want to see these good fights. So like I really don't have nothing to say about them until they fight a big name. Because they do, you know what I mean? The talking part, that's cool. But I just want to see them fight a big name. Like, why didn't Billy Joe Saunders rematch Eubank Jr.? I feel like that's an easy rematch. No promotional. I mean, he made the fight the first time. Ward Kovalev made the fight the first time, and the promoters and the fighters didn't even like each other, and then they still made it a second time. So why is it impossible to make Eubank Jr. versus Saunders again? It's it was a pretty close fight. Why not? Look how he slip and counter with perfect timing. Who are you talking about? Crawford versus Jesse Vargas at 47. I mean, it's solid. Top Rank might try to do something like that because they're both on the same promoter side or whatever. Me personally, like I said, I'm old school. I just seen Jesse Vargas today. I've interviewed him. He's a cool dude, but he's coming off a Pacquiao loss in inactivity. He hasn't fought since correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he's fought since November 5th or whenever he fought Pacquiao. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. That's like 10 months. So, me personally, it maybe could be a good fight, but he no longer has a belt, and he's 2 months shy of a year. Well, put it this way: he's not fighting this month. Crawford has to train, so by the time he actually fights, it'll probably be 12 months. It's already been 10. It's already been 10 months. You know what I mean? November 5th to September 5th. So that's 10 months. And by the time they would realistically do a press conference, announce the fight, train, and then have the fight, that means Jesse Vargas has been on the ring for a year. So for me, like I said, I'll watch it, but I'd rather see, if they were going to fight, I'd rather see Vargas maybe get a win or two and more activity than he has. That's just my personal. I give it to you, my honest opinions. Jacobs versus Charlo fight, damn good fight. That's a hell of a fight. I don't know who I would pick. That's a crazy fight. Crazy fight. I don't know. See, Jamal Charlo, like I said, he's been looking good in his fights. But I was also at his fight when he fought Austin Trout. That wasn't that long ago, and Austin Trout was much smaller than him. Much smaller. Go. I have the video. You know what I mean? Go to my page. He was much smaller, and using his veteran skill and stuff like that, he went the distance. So Charlo's not invincible. You know what I mean? Daniel Jacobs don't get it twisted because he's been stopped and Charlo hasn't, and think that's easy work for really either guy. So I think that's a real pick'em fight, because the best person in the division is Golovkin as of right now. Maybe Canelo has something to say about that, but as of right now, and Jacobs is the only person in 23 fights to go the distance. I talked to Abel today, and Abel just said that Golovkin is the number 2 in his opinion, and he says Canelo is nowhere near Jacobs. So, you know what I mean? It's a pick'em fight. Cotto ain't fighting Spence. Hell no. That's a tough question. The champ Garcia, do you think Canelo will ever make amends with the WBC? That's really up to Canelo and the WBC, because I don't really fully know the real issue. Like, I mean, I know what I've heard, and I've heard he didn't like how when he vacated his belt, he basically feels like the WBC made it sound like he was scared. But to me, I think there has to be a little bit more than that, like more detail, because I mean, if that's the case, he did vacate the belt. Everybody thought he was scared, to be honest. So you should be mad at every fan, and you know what I mean? You gave up your belt, which is a boxing no-no. You get me? So I don't know. I don't see why he would just take it out purely on the WBC. So to me, Martin Garcia, answer my question, you fucking melon. Well, you're the melon that just got blocked. Call me Gallagher, because I just smashed the melon. You blocked. You talking crazy? Why would I? Listen, if y'all talk crazy to me, I'm not answering shit. So everybody put your L's up for Martin. He said, answer my question, you fucking melon. Again, I'm especially tonight because I'm tired. I'm just doing this live stream purely for the fans because I haven't ate dinner. I was in Sean Porter's dungeon of a performance center. It was hot as fuck. So I really don't have the patience to be dealing with all that. I don't know. That's probably some UK term. UK people always be going in. Oh, you fucking chat shit. You take the piss and using all these crazy words. You fucking melon. You chats bollocks. Shut up. See, throw your L's up. And see, that's the worst part about it. It's like the teacher sending you to the principal's office and everybody in the class is laughing. They all got good grades still in the class. You're the one dumbass is failing. Plus, you're gonna get a whooping from your parents when you get home for getting kicked out of class, and everybody's laughing at your dumbass throwing up L's. But whatever. Order some lobster. Man, that's the great thing about boxing. I said boxing like I have a German accent. That's the great thing about boxing. Great thing about Vegas is this shit cracking. I can look out the window and see shit happening, and you can get food at whatever time. So I'm not really tripping about doing late. Like if I was like in New York or anywhere else, Cincinnati, there was hella shit that was closed. I had to get on Yelp. Vegas is just. I think vampires run Vegas. To be honest, I think it's just a bunch of vampires that run it because it's always this. No matter what. One time I fell asleep and woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, man, I'm hungry. And I went downstairs and you can get Philly cheesesteaks. It's weird stuff. Vegas never sleep. Better grab you an Ambien. All I want to say is thank you, man. Best channel. Best year in boxing since when? I don't know. I can't think of the win. That's the thing. I can't think of another year. And we're getting some more fights on top of that. The 154-pound tournament style that Showtime's doing. Wilder, Ortiz. A lot of, again, I told y'all from the jump, I said Death Row East. Believe in that. I told you guys about the Wilder fight a while ago. And boxing fans are some of the most impatient fans I've ever met. Because they want to see it right now. Show me signed contracts or it never happened. Like, it's really not that serious. Just wait. Hold your horses. You know what I mean? Death Row East, believe in it. 29,000 views. I told you I talked to some people and they said it was nearly final 1 month ago. Oh, who's that? Oh, shit. It's Boxing Ego. I told you, 30,000 views. It was nearly final then. But then after that, I told y'all I talked to some people. And they told me it was a go. It was a green light. So I made another video. This was a month ago, people. I kept you in the loop. 36,000. Death Row East. 2 weeks ago, I said they're facing a roadblock that is Bermain Stavern, right? 2 weeks ago. So I'm keeping you guys informed. So we have a video from a month ago saying it was nearly done. Then 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, there's one roadblock, which is Bermain Stavern. And then after, what does that say? 1 week ago, 24,000 views. Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. Done. It doesn't say near done. It doesn't say it's finna be done. In a minute, it's fixing to be done. It says done, November 4th. I told you. Look at it. Read. Ego. My sources tell me Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz is a go for November 4th. 1 week ago. So all the fans in the comment section who are like, oh yeah, because you didn't see a contract. First of all, you never really when's the last time you've actually seen a when did any of you guys see Conor McGregor's contract versus Floyd or Floyd? No. You know what I mean? Boxing fans, y'all gotta be patient. Like, hold your horses. People leave in comments, I thought it's not happening. And Luis Ortiz post something or whatever. I seen he posted something like signed a contract. To my knowledge, like I said, my sources said it was already a done deal. Like, you know what I mean? And obviously I felt confident enough in who told me that it was a go-ahead. And I've been keeping you guys in the loop. So, like I said, boxing fans gotta just chill. I still haven't seen an official announcement from PBC. I haven't seen it from PBC, but it should be imminent. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just like Mike Tyson said. He said, I don't know about odds. I don't know about numbers. I just know what I can do. That's how I feel. I don't know about numbers. I don't know PBC protocol or what they have to do or what network. I don't know all that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's taking so long to announce it. I don't. But like I said, I just know what my source told me. They said it was a go. So I'll keep you guys informed once it comes out. But as boxing fans, you got to just chill. Just wait. Because listen, like I footage because the audio sucks. Shout out to Broner. You know what I'm saying? The fan base is pretty big and we growing. That's just on one platform. We about to do 100K a year. I'm not just trying to. If somebody just told me something and I'm like, nah, that sounds like some bullshit, then I'm not gonna just get on here and make that. Yeah, Juan Manuel Marquez is fighting Cole. I didn't. You notice I didn't cover that because I didn't hear nothing extraordinary about that, and I didn't think it would happen. So you have to use a bit of intuition, use some of what your sources say, use instinct, consider the source. and we working. But shout out to a good fight. Now, new media, since we're talking about Wilder Ortiz, let's bring it up. Remember what I always say: listen to what people say now, and listen to what they said back then. And if you weren't following them back then go back. Like, I suggest you guys all as boxing fans, go back and study the tapes. Look at you know what I'm saying? Look at what people said. Like, just go to my channel and then type in Boxing Ego, type in Showtime Boxing, go to Boxing Ego, type in PBC, right? And for the most part, they put on good fights. I never discourage that because I'm a boxing fan. I don't care if it's HBO. I got videos right now. It says HBO last year or whatever year it was. I said HBO is killing Showtime quarters 1 and 2, right? The video's still up. But then the next year, Showtime started killing. Earlier this year, they had like Broner Granados and Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. They just released like 7 major fights. And I'm like, man, Showtime's actually killing HBO the first and second quarter. You know what I mean? So I don't care. I'm gonna be at an HBO fight on Saturday. Canelo Triple G, their biggest fight this year on the books. I don't give a shit about none of that. I was at an ESPN fight, Crawford and Dongo, right? I was at Broner Garcia Showtime fight. I was at Mayweather versus McGregor Showtime fight. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care whose fight it is. For me, I'm a boxing fan, so I will promote whatever. Like, I just speak my mind. That's the best way to put it. Kodo Kama guy, that's an HBO fight that I wasn't really a fan of. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I gotta deal with the more pressing issues. It's not because I hate Kodo or hate HBO. I'm just not that much of a fan of that. So I gotta dedicate and concentrate my forces on what is important. You know what I'm saying? What the fans want. So boxing has been great, but like I said, where are all the people that said PBC ran out of money? They can't pay their fighters anymore, and PBC is going under. They'll be gone in a day or a year or whatever. What happened to all that? What happened to all of that? Xavier King, $5 money dance super chat, $5. It says you have the most informing videos of all the boxing channels I am subscribed to. Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, we don't always get it right here at Boxing Ego, but we try to give you guys information that is credible, up to the minute, updated, and stuff like that. Like I said, it's boxing, so there's a lot of stuff that was supposed to happen and fell apart. So, I mean, like I said, don't quote me. But my pact is this: is like, it's just like a knockout artist. That's how we are. It's like a knockout artist. Just because you're a knockout artist don't mean you can knock out every single person you face. Golovkin, he will consider him a knockout artist, but he didn't stop Jacobs. There's like 2 other guys or whatever he didn't stop. But consistently, he's knocking motherfuckers out. That's what we do here on this side, the real side. New media, Boxing Ego. So it's not about knocking out every single person, but more often than not, Young Credential will get it right. You know what I mean? So just look at the track record. I got playlists. Go to Ego Rumor Mill. Go to Ego Rumor Mill playlist. I told you Bradley and Pacquiao 3 was happening before it happened. You know, man, you guys, that's old shit. We on to the new shit. But like I said, check Young Credential and look who we are right with. And it's not even just that. It's fight predictions. Go look at 7 Reasons. It has its own playlist. Go look at the ones I got right and what I got wrong. And the truth will be in there. I got some pretty good ones. I picked Kovalev. Everyone said Bernard Hopkins was going to sneak some tricks in. And I'm like, nah, he ain't going to do that to Kovalev. And what happened? And I also didn't pick Kovalev by knockout. I said via decision, unanimous decision. The video's still up. Everyone else that was picking Kovalev, a lot of them were picking him via knockout because he's a knockout artist. But what else is cracking? If Jacobs never fell in the beginning, he would have won. Ego, who's your Mexican favorite? It's too hard. There's too many great Mexican fighters, and I'm an Aries, so I like varieties. I would say my all-time favorite is Salvador Sanchez. I feel Salvador Sanchez is the best Mexican fighter ever, over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Me personally. Obviously, his career didn't probably blossom as to what it could have been because of his accident. So rest in peace. But it's not to shame the other great Mexican fighter, Marco Antonio Barrera, Julio Cesar Chavez, Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez. I mean, there's a lot of them. But I can't narrow it down to one. Ricardo Finito Lopez. See, like I have multiple moves. You get me? I like Canelo's fight style a lot. Yeah, I said Finito Lopez, 50-0-1, great record. I made a highlight tape on him on Instagram. Who's my favorite Puerto Rican? I don't have an all-time favorite. Like I don't know, but I like Felix Tito Trinidad a lot. Cotto. I grew up watching Cotto. Who else is Puerto Rican? I mean, there's some other people, but I can't say like the Monzones and stuff. I can't say I know everything about every fight he had, just to be honest. But there's a lot of great Puerto Rican fighters. Um, I don't know. I just it's too many different styles, and it's hard for me to just be like, oh, Hector Camacho. You know what I'm saying? And see, it's too hard. Like when I look at Tito Trinidad, I think about that left hook and power. When I look at Hector Camacho, I think of different stuff. I don't think of him as like, oh, it's just power was crazy. But I like from the way he dressed, his swag, you know what I mean, with the tassels. He could scrap, you know what I mean, crafty, had fun in there. So a lot of people. What about a great fight you like first that comes to mind? Gotti Ward, probably. Because I remember watching that. Like, my dad saved it for me, and I watched it like, wow, these dudes are like damn near robots. So that's like an all time classic. Corrales versus Castillo. I mean, those fights don't get old. For heavyweights, y'all got this is a slept on one. I'm trying to tell y'all. Watch David Tua versus Ike Iabuchi. I forgot how to pronounce his last Ike Iabuchi or whatever his name is. War, man. Um, Eric Morales versus Barrera. Um, Marco Antonio Barrera versus Prince Nassim. Even though I was a Prince Nassim huge fan, I ain't a hater. I'm not a hater at all. Prince Nassim was one of my favorites growing up. I tell you guys this all the time. Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, Prince Nassim. But I'm not a hater. Marco Antonio Barrera schooled the fuck out of him. It did his thing. So, I mean, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. We got a shmoney dance, y'all are saying. Okay. Shmoney. Hit the shmoney dance. Y'all must have got paid today. We getting some. So I told you I like them yellow and them orange ones. We must have got paid today because y'all hitting the super chat. Or maybe y'all just appreciate this late night because I'm tired as fuck. Yeah, I'm hot as fuck, still from Porter's Gym. But Askia Hussein, $10. Boom. 5 times 2, $10. Wilder Ortiz is done. Who do you have for that fight? And we the subscribers will need the 7 reasons. Like I said, I try to get to the 7 reasons as I can. Wilder Ortiz is done. I'm just waiting for the particulars. You know how they say the referee or Jimmy Lennon or Michael Buffer were like, and so with the particulars. That's what we're waiting for. I'm waiting for PBC to just actually say it, but I've been telling you the fight was done. So it is what it is. Who am I picking? I like both guys, to be honest. I don't really care. I don't care who wins. I give me personally, I give a slight edge to Wilder. And I have multiple reasons why, but I don't want to give too much away. I'm kind of wavy right now. I don't want to give too much away in case I do the 7 reasons, but inactivity in terms of Ortiz. Who's the last person he fought? Dave Allen in December. I think he was on the Anthony. Listen, he fought on the Anthony Joshua versus Eric Molina card, if I'm not mistaken, and I think that was against Dave Allen. And I was at a fight that night, so I want to say it was December 10th. See how this comes off the top? I guarantee you get certain people, Dan Rayfield or something, they ain't gonna know this shit off the top. But whatever. let me talk about this. Anyway, I was covering Crawford versus John Molina because Canelo was supposed to fight on a date, got injured. Then they were trying to make Triple G versus Daniel Jacobs, all off the top of my head, on December 10th, and they couldn't agree. But they had a kind of like a pact that they both wanted to do the fight. They had some. It just wouldn't. They wouldn't have been ready by the time. So they gave the date to Terrence Crawford. I flew to Omaha, covered his fight versus John Molina. On the same night, they had, I believe, Anthony Joshua versus Eric Molina, and then I think what's his name was on the undercard versus Dave Allen or something. Now, let me check my work, just like a math class. Let's see if that was accurate. We got to check the work, though. I got a couple of reasons why I would pick Wilder, but let me see if all that stuff I said was accurate. Okay, Dave Allen. I remember Ortiz stopped him. December 10th, so I got the date right when he fought Luis Ortiz. See that? December 10th, Manchester Arena. So I got that part right. Hold on. Luis Ortiz, last fight. Oh shit, they got Wilder listed. Look, they already got it listed. I didn't even notice they updated it. But I've been updated, y'all. You did. Bow, December 10th, Dave Allen. So got the date right. I got his last opponent right. Now let's just check Anthony Joshua, just to make sure, because I said he also fought on that night. See, that was a freestyle off the top, people. That was just a freestyle, man. We just do these quick freestyles off the top of the head. Anthony Joshua. Okay, so we on his page. And he fought Eric Molina, December 10th, Manchester Arena. Boom. So, I like to check my work just to see if new media is on point. You know what I mean? We make mistakes. We're not robots here. We can make mistakes, but I didn't make a mistake right there. So that's one reason. Luis Ortiz ain't fought. Joshua just fought Klitschko, and he's already about to fight Kubrat Pulev before. Kubrat Pulev fight, if I'm not mistaken, is before this Wilder fight on November, right? So Joshua by that time, will have fought twice, and the time that Ortiz hasn't fought at all. Now, I know Luis Ortiz was supposed to be on the April 22nd Berto versus Porter card. See how these dates just be flowing? Just because I be at the fights. Young credential. Because I was at the Berto Porter fight, so I remember dates and stuff. I feel like Rain Man and shit. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. I just be remembering weird shit, dates and times, and yes, definitely. I be on my Rain Man shit. Yes, definitely. So, Luis Ortiz was supposed to fight on that 422 card, that Berto Porter card, right? But he got injured, his thumb or something, and he ain't fought. He ain't fought since then. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's one thing. Wilder has an underrated jab. Now, listen, this is a big thing. Big thing. Big thing is Wilder can't be in there playing around. Like sometimes he be in there like clowning and having fun. Luis Ortiz is not really the one you want to have fun with, and unless you're like on some Roy Jones shit, or you have the fight under so much control that he's just like badly hurt or some shit, and you do some extra. I don't know, but yeah, Luis Ortiz with the Cuban background, southpaw. That's not the style. It's not the style of person you want to play around with, in my opinion. So I think he has to be more Bermain Stavern, like when he fought Bermain Stavern. He has to have that type of performance to win it. Other than It can't be like Arthur Spilka, because Spilka was having some success and he was kind of playing around in there. Even though he stretched Spilka and knocked him out in the end, you don't want to lose early rounds and all that to Ortiz. Sean Porter, Felix Diaz. Porter. Felix Diaz is short. Terrence Crawford beat the shit out of him. That's the best way to put it. Shout out to the Dominican Republic, but Crawford beat the shit out of him. Anytime you're an Olympic gold medalist and your opponent is tapping on your head like, knock, knock, who's there? Like, he's clowning you. You know what I'm saying? And Lomachenko copied that. But Terrence Crawford in the Felix Diaz fight was like, tap, 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 tap. So psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to the fighter. Again, I'm not going to say he can't ever bounce back. He was a good fighter beforehand, but Crawford was clowning him. So spiritually, mentally, I think that probably took that fight took something out of him. Me personally, that's what I think. Rematch Floyd Canelo. I'm not trying to see. I don't think it'll happen. So it's like a waste of time. And see, I'm gonna tell you how this shit will. First of all, it's not gonna happen, in my opinion. Because Floyd already taxed that ass the first time, beat him convincingly. You can make any excuse, oh, he was young, all that. Okay, he was young. But his young ass was still calling Floyd out for over a year. He got what he wanted when he was undefeated. He was a champion. He was big. We've seen him develop since. We know he's a good fighter, even then. And he lost. He lost, like, how many rounds could you even give him, if any? New media. I mean, how many rounds really? It's so funny. Why, like, it's like fans only want to listen. Why didn't nobody ask for a rematch in the Ricky Hatton fight or Conor McGregor? Nobody's asking for that because you know who clearly won. Now those were stoppages, but the Canelo damn near might have been a stoppage. Just because he was doing nothing with Floyd, so it was a clinic. You know what I'm saying? Just like, why? I mean, what's the point of seeing that? What's the point of seeing that? Second of all, why would Floyd, who beat you thoroughly and you won at best 2 rounds, 3 rounds, at best, and that's just being generous, why would he come up to your weight at 160 where you're currently fighting and you just fought at 164.5? So even though I beat you, even at a catch weight, Canelo still was much bigger on fight night. I beat you, but now I got to come to your weight and fight you at 160. So it's not going to happen because I don't think Floyd would go with the 160. He said it was his last fight anyway. And even like literally, let's say they fought at a catch weight at 157. Conor was way bigger, and I don't think it'll be the fight that you're expecting. I think Floyd would probably still beat him. You know what I mean? Canelo's improved, but his style, his feet are so slow. All that power is good, but you got to hit your target. And Floyd wouldn't be playing around like he was with Conor McGregor versus Canelo, just like he did in the first fight with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about something that's probably a little bit more realistic. Besides that, it's so funny that people hate Floyd up and down. And then he retires. He said, I made a promise to my kid and Al Heyman that this was it for me, my last fight. And then people still bring him up. But then if I bring him up, oh, you're sucking Floyd's dick. If I bring him up for an example that pertains to a current fight, that's what y'all say to me. You're sucking that Floyd cock. Right? But y'all be bringing them up for no reason in rematches that don't even need to happen. Do you want to see a Felix Diaz rematch with Crawford? Do you want to see Mariaga versus Lomachenko too? Let's focus on rematches that need to happen or should happen. Ward Kovalev too, that needed to happen because Ward had to clear the air. You know what I mean? And he did that. Chocolatito, that rematch had to happen with wrong side. I mean, some people didn't like the outcome, but it needed to happen because the controversy in the first fight. There was no controversy other than CJ Ross having to turning in a dumbass scorecard. There was no controversy in the Mayweather Canelo fight. Next question. What else y'all talking about? Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao. I don't know, because Danny's feet are slow, just like I was saying with Canelo. Actually, Danny Garcia and Canelo fight kind of similar. It's a bit different because I think overall, Canelo has faster hands than Danny. He has better upper body movement. But Danny Garcia, to his credit, he showed somewhat of a defense, like probably better than I was expecting versus Keith Thurman. But you know what I mean. But similar enough. Like if I looked at Canelo, it's like Marquez versus Mayweather. They're similar enough than they are different. Like if you say Mayweather versus Pacquiao, that's two totally different styles. But Marquez's style and Mayweather's style is close enough. It's just Mayweather's a souped up version because he has athleticism, faster reflexes, faster mind, and like speed and stuff like that. And you would say as a result, since Marquez doesn't have the defense of Mayweather, he's more aggressive, so he'll let his hands go more because he has to. That's his style. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, it's just like for the people who used to go to Blockbuster Video. They have a horror movie section, and there's a movie that it's not like it, but it's like a suspense kind of horror movie. You would still put it in that horror section, probably. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Danny Garcia, to me, Danny Garcia and Canelo, they would be in the same movie section. They don't do everything exactly the same, but I would say it's closer. It's not like way off. You know what I mean? It's not like comparing Terrence Crawford to Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Cotto versus Mikey. I don't know. I'd have to see it to believe it, but it's a dangerous fight for Mikey. I think he has all the skills in the world, but the weight is really the naturally at the same. It's not just about height because they might be around the same height, but Cotto's been fighting at that. Cotto fought at 159, so I'm not trying. If anyone says that's an easy fight for easy work for Mikey, I'm not trying to hear that. You're going to have to show me that. I'm not saying Mikey can't beat Cotto, but if you just think he's just going to go up to 54, not 150 or 147, if you think he's going from 140 to 54 and he's just going to dog Cotto with no resistance, then good luck. Canelo didn't even knock out Cotto. Is there anyone that thinks that Mikey Garcia is way stronger at 54 than Cotto is at or than Canelo is at 155? I mean, really. Ego the GOAT. Do you think Canelo bulking favors him? He seems way more bulked and toned when he fought Chavez Jr. I don't know that that's the case because I think this is just like Conor McGregor. Conor, when he was at 170, he looked big, but then at 155, it looks more of his home. You know what I'm saying? It looks like more adequate, and he looks more defined to me in this fight. I don't. Maybe you've seen different, but at 164.5, he didn't look as like cut as he does now. So I think this is 160 is where he should be at. 164.5 was like a once and done. Like I can't picture Canelo anytime in the near future fighting at super middleweight. And when he fought Chavez, he was technically at super middleweight. You know what I mean? So I think 160 is where he should be. That's why he looks cutter, more cut. Smoke Deuce says, "What are your thoughts on supposedly?" What the fuck? You just don't. I'm reading the message and he deleted it. Why'd you delete that message? Somebody, Mr. Globs, why'd you delete that message? I was like in the middle of reading it. It didn't look like it was anything bad. I gotta start taking away some admin power if y'all just blocking randomness. He been asking it for over an hour. I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, unless it's something crazy. Well, I don't know his question because I was in the middle of reading it and it got blocked. Azteca Boxing, you get the "You Don't Know Shit About Boxing" award. I hate when people say stuff like what you just said. I'm going to repeat it. Canelo's power looked, all caps, soft against Chavez Jr. Why didn't he stop him with a bunch of angry emojis? The reason why I say you don't know shit about boxing is because I hate when people do that. Oh, he ran. Oh, his power looked soft. Because here's why. I'm gonna flip it on you. If his power was so soft, you're supposed to walk through that shit and walk to that man and get him out of there and show him that your power is not soft. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like backing up and hesitant to throw. Okay, I'm trying to answer your question, Azteca Boxing. Yeah, I see you. Why didn't he stop him, Ego? Listen, here, okay. How about this? Now you in the hot seat. I got my second win about me. Azteca Boxing, you now in the hot seat. Let's go. Since you asking me questions, I'll answer your question. I swear I will. After you answer this, Azteca Boxing, because you in the hot seat now. Everybody, get your popcorn. We about to give another coffee. So answer my question, and then I will answer your question because you're in the hot seat now. Once again, like I was saying, bet. Okay, cool. We on the same page. And I'll be respectful. You got to be respectful. Only ground rules. You know what I mean? Don't be like, oh, you stupid bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? All that. We'll have an intelligent boxing because this is what new media does. We can differ in opinion and stuff, but you got to be respectful. Bet again. Cool. So my question to you, and then I'll answer your question, is this. Hold on, I need some instrumental when I ask the question. Okay, we bet. So my question to you is this: Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Why did he not make admin? Don't block him or anything because we have to. He's in the hot seat. So if you're an admin, your power is going to get taken away because we have to have this dialogue. And I'll block him if he start acting crazy or whatever. So my question to you is this, and then I'll answer your question. Why did if Canelo's power was so soft as you put in the comment? And he wasn't hitting hard, then why did Chavez Jr. not walk through that and throw punches? Why was he not looking like he walked through everything Andy Lee threw and stopped Andy Lee? So my question to you, once again, I'll repeat it for the crowd, is why didn't Chavez Jr. walk through Mr. Soft punches and unload his heavy shots, being the bigger man who is 6'1", being the bigger man? Why didn't he walk through everything Canelo, since the shots were soft? Why didn't he walk through it and actually let his hands go? And then I'll answer your question. This is going to be good. This is going to be a breeze. Let's go. Everybody heard? Everybody heard? We good. Get your popcorn. I see people popcorn. Y'all need to get the L's ready too in the coffins, because I already know where this is going. But we're gonna give them some time. And like I said, y'all be like bet, and asking the questions rapid as fuck. And then when I bring up the question, it takes forever. Like you get writer's block and shit. I'm still waiting. New media, we waiting. Today I got time, cuz. Why is it taking so long? And don't respond with the question. It has to be an answer to the question, and then I will answer your question. Where you at, Azteca? Come on, Azteca Boxing. You put boxing in your name, you got to know something. Azteca, the Aztecs are known warriors. Watch like Apocalypto. Those are like the Mayan people, Aztec warriors. So be a warrior and answer this question. Did everyone hear the question? Because y'all putting popcorn and shit, and I don't hear the person coming back with the answer. See, how are the other fans able to type popcorn and emojis and all these responses, but Azteca Boxing is just like, he was like, bet, and he acknowledged that he was in on this and going to. We got to have the time limit, man, because it, like, what are you phoning a friend, you calling Chavez? Fantastico! Hey, so what happened? Like, no, like, what's taking so long? I told you, man, new media is here. It's not just, you can't just do this. You can't just do that. Like, it just say some shit in the comment. Canelo was punching soft. You know what I'm saying? And I know where that's coming from. Trust me, I do, because I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And they dislike Canelo and they don't, oh, he vacated his belt and all this. He did that. You know what I mean? He vacated his belt and all that. But that doesn't give you the free reign and to just say whatever about the man. You know what I'm saying? Where's Azteca? Somebody do a countdown. Countdown from 30. Azteca waiting for the iPhone X to come out before he answers. The fuck? Wow. Come on, countdown, man. Make sure you hit the like button. I love this live streaming shit. I'm about to be a dog on this. Yeah, admins, make sure you don't block hot seat victims. I will do the blocking. If you in the hot seat, I'll block them. If you hear the hot seat and we get it on and popping, because I don't want them to get blocked and they can't answer. And I want the audience to know that if they don't answer, that's because they don't have the answer, they choose not to answer. Whether your Wi-Fi cut out, you didn't pay your power bill. Like, what is it? Why wouldn't you not? He got ghost. See, this is oh, Azteca. Now he making excuses. You gotta hurry up. He said, hold on, I had to keep refreshing the chat. So you had to refresh the chat, but everybody else in there was counting down from 30, putting popcorn and stuff. Hot seat segment. Hot seat segment. Where you at, Azteca? You supposed to be a warrior. No, here it comes. Give me 20 seconds. Why would it take you 20 seconds to answer a simple question that you should know? He said, give me 20 seconds. Come on, man. See, he asking his friend or something. Man, we not doing this. All right, everybody count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody put your fucking L's up. We got another coffin. Another coffin. Another coffin. Another one. We on that DJ Khaled. Another one. Put your coffins up. Put your L's up. Because it should not take you that long. Who the fuck is putting something about child molesters? You about to get blocked. You a child molester if you putting all that. Because we talking boxing. You talking about Chesters. Whoever's putting that child molester shit, you about to get blocked. But, yeah, man. We just had to take Azteca down. He got a coffin. That's an L because it shouldn't take. Everybody else is writing. See, look, some of these chats are lengthy responses, but he was like, wait a second, and disappeared for. He waited until we count down from 30 to 10, and then came back. I commented in time. Did anybody see Azteca's comment? I didn't see it. Did anybody see his comment? What the? He said I commented in time. I sure didn't see it, and I was checking for it. I'm going back. I'm scrolling back. Where's the comment? I didn't see it, man. What did? Okay. Y'all seen the comment? Because I didn't see it. Should we give? See, y'all lying. Y'all say I left the comment. All right, so you should be able to copy and paste it. But you got to be quick because we ain't going to hold up the whole chat after we already gave you a coffin. So just one of my favorite shows is Forensic Files. And sometimes when they need more evidence, they exhume the body. So we're going to exhume your body because we already put you in the coffin, right? So we're going to exhume the body, and then we're going to take you out of the coffin. But you got to be quick because we got to do that autopsy again. But you already in the coffin. I don't smoke weed. You sound stupid. Get blocked. I'm smoking weed for what? Why? Because I said exhume. Because I have a vocabulary. Because I have a popular YouTube channel. I mean, why? Because I put someone in the coffin. I had to smoke weed. I'm about to smoke Azteca's ashes. I'm like, oh shit, this. Goddamn, this that Azteca. Goddamn, this this that Azteca. That's what I'm about to smoke. I'm about to smoke some of that some of that Azteca. Like, oh shit, this that Azteca, that Apocalypto. I'm smoking that Azteca Kush. I don't even smoke, but I'm smoking that Azteca. Y'all want to hit this? Y'all want to hit this Azteca? Ugh. See, you still not replying, so I know you didn't put it. Y'all seen it? Do y'all see him post? Man, you done. I just smoked some Azteca. That shit bomb too. Y'all want to hit this? Y'all want to hit this Azteca? Y'all say I'm on fucking high and on drugs. Let's really be on drugs. Azteca. I'm about to smoke this Azteca. I got my second win. Putting people in coffins, that it's like it gives me a second win. Listen, David Perez, you could get the work too. New media. You didn't even have nothing to do with it. You trying to save Azteca. He already in the coffin. We can have bunk bed coffins. He said, respectfully, my opinion, first of all, Chavez was weight drained. He was confused with Nacho's distance boxing style. This is the comment. Oh, so are you quoting? Is that your thoughts or is that what Azteca supposedly said? I don't understand what's happening. I just smoked some Azteca, so you guys let me know what happened. I got a contact high off that Azteca. Okay, in the first, Chavez was weight drained. Second, he was confused with Nacho's distance quality boxing style. He was confused with the shit all night and say he's got a beard. Listen, Azteca, listen. You were already in the coffin. Real talk, you were better off just not putting that because that sounds stupid. What you just said, you just said, first of all, he was weight drained. Whose fault is that? That's Canelo's fault because he was weight trained? Or is it Chavez Jr.'s fault for not being disciplined? So that's a cop-out right then and there. Oh, he was weight trained. So what, was Canelo supposed to show mercy or not piece him up? Everybody take a hit of this Azteca. Y'all take a hit of this Azteca, man. Yeah, I can't. We have to have a rotation of this Azteca. This shit good. Here, I'm gonna give y'all some of that Azteca because that was stupid. Because he's weight drained. That's it. Whose fault is that? New media. We don't just settle for that type of stuff. Oh, he was weight drained. You think he's the first fighter in the history of weight draindom? That has. I know people who've been weight drained and knocked the person the fuck out. So that doesn't count. That's a cop-out. Second of all, he was confused with Nacho's Berenstein's distance. First of all, you hired Nacho. What the fuck were you doing in Mexico in the mountains and saying you was going to knock him out if you was confused? What is the point? What is the point of training with the trainer if you don't understand them? And how do you not understand? Both y'all motherfuckers speak Spanish. It's not like John David Jackson and Sergey Kovalev where English isn't Kovalev's first language, so maybe there was a barrier. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. So why didn't he understand them? Does Nacho not speak Spanish? Was he speaking like gibberish or something? Fubba you cubba cubba, ubba you ubba uba, you can sub a big my dick do a tuba two. Like what? Like why didn't he understand them? What did you work on in camp? Now you're putting more stuff to put you deeper in the coffin. The coffin's closing slowly, and we're gonna start putting dirt on it. He says, "Say Chavez got a beard. He does have a beard. Canelo was hitting his chin all night. Why couldn't he sit him down? Ego, this is my point right here. Your point is in the coffin. You know what I'm saying? But there's some nice lining around it. You know what I mean? So you're comfy. Listen, Canelo moved up 10.5 pounds. That's like saying, why didn't Kell Brook knock out Golovkin when he was hitting him with hard shots? If you're moving up in weight, guess what? Those things are going to be harder to accomplish. Okay, listen, Azteca, we'll use an Aztec fighter. We'll use a Mexican fighter, right? Why didn't Mikey Garcia knock down Broner? Why didn't he knock out Broner? Oh, shit, we handed out more coffins? Mikey Garcia, I was at the fight. He dominated Broner. He won majority of the rounds against Broner, but he didn't knock him down, and he didn't knock him out. Why didn't he knock him out? Why didn't he knock him down? Using your logic, why didn't he do that? Maidana sat him down twice and had Broner through the ropes and doing all that. So why didn't Mikey Garcia, a Mexican-American, an Aztec, hey, no, Leroy, I'm bilingual. I'm an Aztec warrior. Like, why didn't Mikey Garcia knocked Broner down. He only moved up 5 pounds. Canelo moved up 10.5, which is double. I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but I do know 5 times 2 equals 10. That's what I do know. So Mikey moved up less weight, dominated his man, and they were also saying that Mikey Garcia hits hard. Yeah, I got to do my Denzel. Yeah, okay. They were saying Mikey Garcia hits harder than Maidana. Why didn't he knock him down, huh? Jay, why didn't he knock him down? Come on, Aztec. You got to do something, baby. Why didn't Mikey Garcia knock Broner down? That's my second question. I answered all your questions. Why did Mikey Garcia not knock out Broner? He was hitting him with good, clean shots. Broner wasn't letting his hands go. Mikey has a crazy left hook that knocked out Dejan Zlatić, and he only moved up 5 pounds, and Canelo moved up 10.5 pounds, right? Why didn't Mikey knock out Broner? Let's go tit for tat. New media, you wanted this. You wanted to go against new media. See, this is why I don't engage in the comment section fuckery, because it is too easy, and we'll have this long ass thread, and then the end result is me finding out that you said some bullshit and you don't really know the sport. You don't know shit about boxing. Why did Mikey Garcia move up only 5 pounds, unlike Canelo's 10.5 pounds, and not knock down Broner? I was at the fight. He never knocked him down. Unless you guys got the Blu-ray deleted scenes with director's cut, and even though I was live there in New York covering the fight, and then y'all seen some bonus footage, I didn't see Broner get knocked down, ever. So everybody, wave goodbye, throw your L's up, and put Azteca back in the coffin. He tried to crawl out the coffin. That's why I don't understand that. You was already in the coffin. We thought you didn't answer, and then you came back. You know what I'm saying? You try to claw your way out of the coffin, and then we put you back in the coffin. It doesn't make sense. Everybody throw your L's up. It's not a game. This is new media. If you say this stuff, you guys got to explain it, right or wrong. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if I'm the one that's wrong. But you got to make it make sense to me. And the examples that you did doesn't make sense. Canelo moved up 10.5 pounds. You're not going to knock out everybody. Why didn't Golovkin knock out a motherfucker in his weight class? Daniel Jacobs. He knocked out 23 people in a row, but he fought Daniel Jacobs, who's been knocked out. Shout out to my dude DJ. He's been knocked out. Shout out to Brooklyn. Why didn't Golovkin knock him out like he knocked out 23 other people, right? They say he's the best middleweight in the world. Why didn't he knock out a guy who's been knocked out, that he knocked down? Why didn't he finish the job? Using your logic. Why didn't Daniel Jacobs get knocked out? Perot knocked him out. Dimitri Perot. He got dropped by Sergio Mora. Y'all said Danny Jacobs had no chin, right? Paper chin, because Sergio Mora. Why didn't Golovkin knock? Because that is not fucking boxing. And I'm not saying this from my stance, because I don't care if Golovkin didn't knock him out, because he had a damn good fight with him. Even I had Jacobs winning, but even if you had Golovkin winning, and I'm realistic in the sense that boxing doesn't work like that. Golovkin's in the same division as Jacobs, but Jacobs elected not to do the IBF, and that's the same excuse that y'all motherfuckers use. Oh, Jacobs came in big. You don't even know what weight he was weighing because he didn't weigh in. You don't even know what weight he was in. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, Golovkin didn't knock him out. He didn't. Canelo didn't knock down Chavez Jr. You know what I mean? Only one person has that. You know what I mean? Sergio Martinez. Oh, my God. See, this is why I can't do this. Y'all got to start putting some more money up with the super chats if y'all want me to waste my time. Because that's another thing. Sergio Martinez knocked out Paul Williams devastatingly after he had a war with Paul Williams. One shot, one kill, like a sniper. Sergio Martinez, Matavia, one of my favorite fighters, was destroying Chavez Jr. And guess what? He never knocked him down. Chavez Jr.'s face looked like shit. His eye was blackened. And guess what? Sergio got knocked down and almost knocked out. Man, do you guys see what I did to that chair? That's Aztec boxing. That's Aztec boxing. I got too many points for y'all, man. Hey, Aztec, get up, dog. Get up, dog. Hey, dog, Aztec. Wake up, Aztec. Aztec. Oh, why, Aztec? Why, Aztec? Why did you go against new media? So you want it. Aztec. Dog, wake up. You got a daughter, Aztec. Y'all trying to go against new media, man. Listen, you can't if you go if you go against new media, man, y'all gotta come correct with some real boxing. We ain't dealing with that. Hold on. Damn, Aztec. You got my charger all twisted up, Aztec. Man, hold on. Aztec got us all fucked up. Y'all want to see a dead body? Man, Aztec fucked up the Aztec. You need to donate super chat because you just got murdered and then got my phone all twisted up. Listen. So anyway, you keep okay. So Sergio Martinez stretched Paul Williams. We all know that. You see Paul Williams fall and all that. He was lumping up Chavez Jr. He was a middleweight. He didn't move up. You know what I'm saying? We can pull it up right now. Sergio was already a middleweight. He has power, and he didn't knock Chavez Jr. out or down either. So you expected Canelo to do this? You know what I'm saying? The only person who knocked out Chavez was off. Chavez was off a 15-month layoff. See, I know my shit, right? He was off a 15-month layoff, dealing with some top rank bullshit, like because he was trying to get out his contract. And he fought from far against his dad's wishes. His dad said, "Don't fight that motherfucker," and he fought him at light heavyweight. That's the only person that knocked him out, a light heavyweight. So you really thought Canelo was gonna move up 10.5 and guaranteed knock him out? Motherfucker's 6'1". He's big. Don't happen like that. Look, Matthew Macklin got knocked out. Darren Barker. They both got knocked out late by Sergio Martinez. The very next fight, another middleweight. What does this say? Unanimous decision. And Sergio was on his deathbed in that 12th round. And his career was never the same after because he got hit so hard and fell so hard that his ligaments in his knee got fucked up. So, again, why didn't this man knock him? See, I told you, new media, you got to come with something. Why didn't Sergio knock him out? He was already a middleweight. Canelo moved up to middleweight. See, a lot of y'all, again, boxing, y'all think with this, mi corazón and all that shit. You dislike Canelo, most likely. You don't like him, so you try to throw dirt on his name. Boxing don't work like that, man. Ego unblocked me from Instagram. Cookie Stalker? I don't know. Your name's Cookie Stalker. That sounds suspect. That sounds like a rapist, so you might not get unblocked. And I might not remember. Ego, you need to sleep. Chill out, bro. We got people on the stream. I don't need to do shit. You act like there's 15 people on this chat. We got the chat popping. You could be the next Aztec boxing if you want. Go get something to eat. No, you get something to eat. This is the gang. This is the mob. The Ego Army. That's what we do. We live, sleep, eat, boxing. Yeah, we working. You already know the routine. Yeah, man, y'all, I'm telling you, you guys got to be realistic. You got to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? And to think that Canelo is knockout or bust when he moved up 10.5 pounds with one shot, that's not realistic. Kell Brook moved up 13 pounds or 12 pounds to fight Golovkin. He didn't knock Golovkin down or out. Amir Khan was doing good versus Canelo. He didn't knock him down or out. That's the way. You're moving up 10.5 pounds. This is what it is. You could take the best cruiserweight, and put him in there with Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? They might not be able to knock him out either. Probably wouldn't. People be moaning that Ego was locked to the chat. Dumb. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Go get something to eat, man. Why are you still here? But why'd you click on here just to tell me in the pop-in chat? We have 173 people. It's almost midnight my time, and we laughing, enjoying boxing. You come just to spoil the party like a damn snitch. Oh, go get something to eat, Ego. I told you I'm in Vegas. I can eat whenever I want, and I'm not going to the undercard press conference, so I can wake up when I want. This is we do this. And if the fans are here, then I could be here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, y'all gotta just come correct. Like, I don't care if people's opinions differ than mine, but make it make sense. Now I want to find a way where I can like start getting the fans, so y'all can hand out the coffins to each other. Because I don't want to be the only one. I want to see other people test their knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like a real rap battle. You know how people be rapping, and whoever has the best delivery in bars and stuff. That would be dope. That'd be fresh. I would destroy everybody. So why is nobody talking about Andre Ward? We were just talking about Ward at the Porter's gym today. So I don't know. I don't know who anybody is. He's taking time off. Yeah, I mean, he's just chilling. I mean, and he's not even really taking time off. He's been working. If you watch boxing, he was at the Crawford and Doggo calling the fight. He was at Mayweather McGregor 2 weeks ago calling the fight. I seen him on First Take or something. So he's actually not even really chilling like that. He's pretty much working. So we'll let the man enjoy his time off. I'm talking about the commentators. I mean, same reason that Chocolatito is over Ward and Vasil Lomachenko is over Ward. So you think now that Chocolatito got knocked out or Vasil Lomachenko fought Mariaga, now they're gonna start talking about Ward? I don't know.
They say humans are social animals. They can't live alone. But you can live pretty well by yourself.
Somebody said anybody can't get it. Man, I just like I said, all I ask is like if you got a real valid point and you really disagree. See, this is the thing. People always say they have so much to disagree with, and then we get them on the hot seat. And I'm Floyd Mayweather out here. Eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to make the stuff make sense. You can't. Yeah, I noticed the live stream is tripping. I guess maybe that's a sign to get off. Maybe Aztec, he probably hacked the mainframe because he got the coffin. So yeah, the stream is tripping, and I see people leaving because of it. So I guess I'll wrap it up here. Um, it's been real. Shout out to the super chats. If you want to know how I see the fight playing out, check out my 7 reasons. I'm the Cam man. Call me Young Credential. I have fun today. Appreciate that. Stay tuned. We on to the next endeavor. We down for whatever.
Just afraid they'd abandon you.
Good night, man. This is fun. This is fun. At least, like I said, we can talk respectfully, like talk about boxing. Vegas always has girls, but you know what I mean. We could talk boxing, have fun. I'm not mad at fans. Like I said, I'm not even the people that talk crazy. I'm not mad at y'all. Just block you. Yeah, that's my cue. I don't even think we could do roll call because people are leaving because the stream is like super. This was a good one though. Peace out, man. Holla at the kid. I'll talk to you guys later.